Okay, so my name is Dipper, and no, not as in the Big Dipper. I'm not really the smartest person, but I have a pretty crazy imagination. I have a friend named Bob. Bob is pretty smart. Bob is like a computer. He knows the answers to everything, which is why he's the one who helps me with all of my homework. The school bell rang. I know lots of people who don't like school, but I do. The only thing I don't like about school is math. Not because of the subject, it's because of the teacher, Mrs. Gilbert. Now, this lady is scary. Never make direct eye contact for over 5 seconds or things will get ugly. Mrs. Gilbert is a hawk. She sees everything. You're doing your science homework? Detention! On your phone? Detention! Sneeze too loud? Detention! Asked to go to the bathroom more than one time? Detention! And she gives millions of tests. Here's the thing, she's not normal either. Every day when everyone is leaving school, all of the teachers stand at their doors to say goodbye, except for her. She turns the corner in the hallway and disappears. I've tried to follow her, but every time she's gone. Even the sound of her high heels stopped click, click, clicking. So every day I walk home confused. How does she do it? I kept thinking while the wind whistled in my ear. I had to come to the conclusion that she had to be an alien. No one believed me. When I got home, my fat cat named Jeff started meowing at the door. I ignored him. My mom came out. Dipper, hi, how was your day? It was fine. My cat was still meowing at the door. I picked him up and put him on the couch and went outside. It was dark. There was nothing outside. All of a sudden, a bright light came shooting down from the sky. It was too late before I realized it was a UFO. I mean, kids can have a pretty crazy imagination, but this was real. I mean, it looked real. I hid behind a bush, pulled out my phone, and hit record. For that second, I was happy as a clam. Now I could prove to all of my friends that aliens are real, and that means that Mrs. Gilbert could be one of them. The UFO landed in my backyard. The doors opened. And who stepped out? Mrs. Gilbert! My jaw dropped. She had noodle arms, and her eyes were all messed up, and she had antennae. She looked around and then climbed back onto the ship and flew away. It was as if no one was ever there. Still in shock, I ran into my house and told my mom. Mom, there was a spaceship, and my teacher came out, and she was an alien. Oh, that's nice, dear. What was I thinking? Of course she wouldn't believe me. I'll show Bob the video when I get to school tomorrow. The next day, I showed Bob the video. And what did he say? So, where's the spaceship? I ripped the phone out of his hand, and he was right. There was nothing there. All you saw was the black of the night sky. I swear it was there. And as your friend, I'm going to let you believe that. I was furious. I decided to confront Mrs. Gilbert in person after school. When the bell rang, I tiptoed into the math room. Mrs. Gilbert, I have some questions for you. Like, why did your UFO land in my backyard? Whoa, I don't know what you're talking about. A spaceship landed in my backyard and you stepped out of it. She just stared at me. I really wanted to believe that she had no idea what I was talking about. Well, what about when you disappear in the hallway, huh? Disappear in the hallway? No, silly. My daughter is in kindergarten, and her classroom is right there when I turn that corner. So you just walk in to get your daughter? She nodded. Oh, I was in shock, and even though she didn't explain the UFO incident, the shock in her eyes convinced me that she was telling the truth. I'm sorry, Mrs. Gilbert. Oh, it's fine. I'm just glad we cleared things up. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch my ship. Oh, are you going on a boat ride? She looked at me and smiled, something like that. She walked into the janitor's closet and locked it. All of a sudden, the whole school shook, and a green light flashed, and the closet door shot open. Mrs. Gilbert was gone. Left there was a note that said, "Keep on believing and always reach for the stars."